Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Wellness Wednesday podcast here at the Lotus Lounge. I'm not ready. I'm going to tell you guys right now, right off the bat, I'm not ready, but so many things happened. I had a guest for today. They backed out last minute. Something came up. And I said, you know what? I have this idea about doing the topic for today, which is cosmic self-care, Zodiac wellness tips for November. And I'm like, wouldn't that be cool if at the beginning of the month, I can look at the astrology of the month and then give each Zodiac sign like a little message. So I literally just had this idea about 20 minutes ago. I got together all the information and it was 4:44 when I realized I need to hit go live. Okay, so bear with me, guys. I'm here. We're getting ready. It is a Wellness Wednesday podcast. Welcome in. It is season 4. Yeah, episode 6. Wow. We're in it. We're in it now. So for those of you that are watching me live on YouTube, on Facebook, hi. Thank you so much for supporting my podcast. Those of you that are listening on the podcast, the Lotus Lounge, I really appreciate your support. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So, yeah, today is a solo episode with just me, and it's inspired by the stars because this month's astrology, when I looked at it, it's inviting us for deep reflection and gentle transformation. And here's the thing. That makes sense, right? Because we're in November, we're ending this year, but we're also ending a 9-year cycle that began back in 2017. So, where are we heading? What are we focusing on as we enter 2026 and as we move into not just a new year, but a new cycle? Those are the questions that keep coming up for me. Right? And I wanted to bring you into that energy with me. So today I'll be sharing self-care tips for each zodiac sign to help you move through November's cosmic energy with grace. And I have my oracle deck, right? We're going to be doing a few goddess oracle cards for extra inspiration and divine feminine guidance. So take a breath. Settle in, and let's explore how you can align your self-care with the universe this month. So let's start with the astrology for November. This month, the cosmos are teaching us balance between expansion and rest. Wow, so on point. I literally just hired a new business mentor for my business. And as overwhelmed as I am with the amount of information and work that we're going to do over the next 4 months, it is very much in alignment with all the changes that are happening. Now for this month, yesterday we had Mars move into Sagittarius. Mars is that fiery planet energy, Sagittarius, right at home, fire sign. So this transit brings a burst of adventure. Have you guys been feeling a little adventurous, courageous, or feeling to have action, right? So if you're a grounded person, because remember guys, the way that the cosmos are going to affect us depend on where you are on the internal. We like to say the internal mirrors the external and vice versa. The microcosm is part of the macrocosm and vice versa. So if you're a grounded individual, you're doing your work, things are going well, then that's how you're going to receive this energy. Adventure, courage, action. But if you're not grounded, you can be feeling impatient or scattered. That's the Mars and Sagittarius energy that came in yesterday, November 4th. This month, we also have Uranus retrograde re-entering Taurus. So, Uranus is the planet of change. Taurus does not like change. So this is going to shake up our comfort zones and financial patterns, encouraging us to create stability from within. I've been doing a lot of readings recently since the government shutdown. A lot of my clients, I'm based in Virginia, so a lot of them are affected personally by the shutdown. And from their readings, it seems like they're being prompted to work for themselves or create more sustainable ways of making money, right? So if you're feeling that or that's coming up for you, that could be a thing. We also have a Mercury retrograde. I know we don't like that. I know we do not like the Mercury retrogrades, but yeah, it's here. November 9th to the 29th, right over the beautiful Thanksgiving period. What better way to shake up Thanksgiving than to throw some conflict and miscommunication into the mix, all right? So you guys, those of you that are traveling for family, be aware. Mercury retrograde is challenging us November 9th to 29th. But I like to always look at the positive in life, and I think Mercury retrogrades really remind us to be slow to anger, watch our speech, don't take anything personally. That's the way I feel about the Mercury retrogrades. If you're in that mindset, then you're looking forward to the Mercury retrograde the way that I am. And we also have this month Jupiter retrograde in Cancer, which turns our growth inward, reminding us that nurturing and emotional safety are forms of success too. All sorts of things happening. But basically, these energies this month in November remind us it's not about doing more, it's about being more present. So let's see what that means for each zodiac sign. All right, welcome in, guys. This is the Wellness Wednesday podcast. Of course, we are going to start with Aries, the baby of the zodiac. Aries, this month, Mars in Sagittarius will boost your fire, but it can also scatter your focus. You're craving movement, freedom, and expression. So your self-care tip this month is to channel that restless energy through physical activity. All right? Dance, taking a walk, yoga, whatever you like. Focus on incorporating more physical movement this month, Aries, to balance that fire within you. And what you can also do is you can balance that fire with stillness. So whatever you're doing, whether you're walking or dancing or hiking, when you're done, take a minute to just finish each session with 5 deep grounding breaths or a meditation. Okay, so the goddess that I have for you when I pick these cards, I have Sekhmet. And her message for you, Aries, is be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. See yourself as strong and victorious. Don't complain about anything. Don't blame anyone or any condition. You are the embodiment of strength, not victimhood. As you rise above the old tendencies and see yourself in the new light of beautiful feminine strength, your life will automatically shift in miraculous ways. You'll attract new opportunities, forms of abundance, and relationships to help you manifest your highest potential. Being strong means seeing yourself in the most favorable light you can imagine. Be real, allow yourself to feel genuine emotions, but most of all, be strong. That is the message for Aries. So I feel with this desire to move, you're having a lot of restless energy this month, Aries, and your spirit guides are saying, use exercise, use physical activity to ground that energy, but also remind yourself, I'm not a victim, I'm strong, okay? All right, Taurus. Taurus, let me get your card because I did pull that for you. Uranus is back in your old sign. Old routines are shifting, Taurus. And you know, you don't like change, so change may feel uncomfortable for you this month. But remember, it is creating space for your evolution. Okay? Your self-care tip for November, Taurus, is to ground through the senses. Cook a nourishing meal, enjoy aromatherapy, maybe get a massage with essential oils. It's about anchoring to your body this month. Okay? Now, the card, interestingly enough, that I got for you, Taurus, is the White Tara, and she brings a message of sensitivity. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. As you've purified your inner world of thought, action, and intentions, it's natural that you seek purity in your outer world as well. This is to acknowledge your heightened sensitivity, which is as real as it seems. You've stripped away the outer protective layers of unneeded defenses, which block your psychic and spiritual awareness. Now you're on the path of ascension, which calls for your heightened awareness. And with this awareness comes new levels of sensitivity to the impure and harsh. Steer clear of that which your body signals you to avoid. Take excellent care of your body, and it shall serve you well. So Taurus, you want to be careful. I know it's the holiday season, and you guys are like, I want it. Oh, Uma, Taurus, loves luxury, right? Loves all the finer things in life. Moderation, Taurus, okay? Moderation this month. So that is the message for you, Taurus. All right, Gemini, you guys are up. And I'm live. You guys know I'm a live streamer, right? So I'm live right now, and my little Gemini buddy just came in. Shout out Aphrodisiac. So your message, Gemini, Mercury, your ruling planet, is going retrograde this month. We have a Mercury retrograde, y'all, November 9th to the 29th. So mental fog and miscommunication might appear. Your self-care tip for November is to journal daily for clarity. Write down your thoughts before speaking them aloud. A short morning meditation with breath counting will center your busy mind. And for you, I got the goddess Saraswati for this month. Wow, look at that. Afro said Mercury was retrograde when I was born. I heard that like when planets are retrograde when you're born, it's supposed to be like a boon period for you, like a gift period. I think I had like a Leo retrograde with one of my signs. And it was interesting to learn about that. All right, your goddess is Saraswati. Geminis, here's your message. Oh, need to pull up the message for Saraswati for Geminis. Express yourself through creative activities. You are a limitless being, Gemini. If it seems that you have time, money, or other restrictions, it's just because your mind is too focused on the material world. Music is essential for the expression of non-material ideals and energies. Music colors our surroundings with emanations from the highest vibrational fields. It allows us to escape all limitations in our thinking and very existence. Surround yourself in music and allow it to stimulate your own creative thinking and to spark new ideas. Flow with the music and give yourself permission to investigate and experiment with putting your creative ideas into action. Enjoy being limitless. So, yeah, focus on the music. My friend Afro's in the comments saying, I love music. It makes me feel better. So Geminis, this month, you know, we do have the retrograde in your sign. You might have some mental fog, some miscommunication this month. Put on your music, chill out, and allow yourself to journal, you know, to get that clarity. Because I'm a Gemini moon, and I find that every time I journal, it just makes sense once I write it down on paper. So try that self-care tip for the month, Gemini. All right, we got Cancer. Cancer, you are up next. Cancer, I I had your card. And then I didn't have, remember I told you I wasn't ready, but I saw 444 and I was like, I got to come on and do this because that's God talking to me to do that. And yeah, I thought I had your card. All right, Cancer, Jupiter retrograde in your sign highlights emotional growth and inner healing. So this month you may feel reflective or you may crave solitude. Big surprise, right? That the Cancers that crave solitude. Guys, I know I'm live on my podcast, but this is like real life stuff. Babe, could you put on the rice for me? I totally did. IBN stopped my podcast to tell you. Because, we have curry chicken, so I chicken curry. So I need rice. So yeah, could you please put on rice for me? Thank you. All right, back to Cancers. Okay, back to Cancers. Cancer, Jupiter retrograde is in your sign, highlighting emotional growth and inner healing. You may feel reflective or crave solitude. Big whoop. We know Cancers love their solitude. Your self-care tip this month is to prioritize emotional safety. So take warm baths with sea salt, use lavender or chamomile essential oils, and practice gentle self-compassion rituals before bed. This will make November really pop for you. Hi, BN. What is your sign? Now, the goddess for you, Cancer, is Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin. Okay? Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Gentleness is the strength behind true power, and it comes from feeding yourself with nourishing words, thoughts, deeds, intentions, and all forms of food. Shield yourself from harshness by placing an intention to attract only kind and gentle life lessons and relationships. Transform harshness into gentleness by refusing to see anything but the shining light that's within each person and situation. This intention begins with your relationship with yourself. Be very gentle with yourself in all ways. Be happy, be kind, be sweet, but most of all, be true to you. I think that's a great message for Cancers. Oh, I already did Aries, but it will be on my YouTube channel, so you can grab it from there, BN. So Cancers, your self-care is about your emotional safety. Really, just all the self-care things this month. Warm bubble baths. Guys, at nighttime, my man and I, we're both streamers. So late night, we tend to have like late night in our household. But I like to now finish a half an hour before he finishes. So I could I give myself a massage every night, right? And I really love giving myself a foot massage. I get my oils, all my little essential oils lined up. And then I spray my foot with, the magnesium, because that's the best, from what I heard. Don't quote me, guys. From what I heard, the best way for you to take magnesium is not actually internally, but to spray it on your skin. It absorbs faster. So I bought a spray magnesium, sprayed it on my feet, put my essential oils on, rub it in. Man, I feel so good. Put my socks on. So just a little tip for you, Cancers. Maybe that might help. All right, Leos. Leos, are you guys here in the building? I got a message for you. Mars is in a fellow fire sign, right? Because Mars is in Sagittarius this month in November. So your creativity is on fire, but watch for burnout or perfectionism. Your self-care tip is to schedule downtime after your achievements. All right, Leos? Light candles, stretch, dance playfully without needing to perform. We got to say that Amazon. Without needing to perform, because you know how Leos are. Joy is your medicine this month. So your goddess card is Bridget, which says, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right, Leos. Be clear about your intentions. If you're unclear, then confusion will lessen your power and force. Like a candle in the dark, be very clear and bright in what is acceptable to you in this situation. Make no mistake, I will guide and protect you And yet think of the unparalleled rise in your own viewpoint if you were to stand up for yourself and speak up about your needs and your deepest truth. Now is the time to touch your power, for its heat and flame will ignite your passion, which will propel you forward in countless ways. So I feel like that makes sense to me because, you know, your message is scheduled downtime. I feel like this is going to be a fiery month for you. Mars is in Sagittarius this month. That's a fellow fire sign. I can't help but wonder what is Thanksgiving holidays going to be like, right? Because we have this Mercury retrograde coming in, and guys, you know how Mercury retrograde is. It's like miscommunication, quarrels, fights, arguments. So just be aware. And I thought about that because of Leo's energy, right? And Leo's bringing in this like fire energy. So make sure you're scheduling downtime and stand up for your rights. Don't back down. But also keep like a playful attitude about it. All right, Leos, playful attitude. All right, Virgo, you are next. Virgo. Mercury retrograde may test your patience with plans and details. Y'all know the Virgos like their plans. They're like, you know, Capricorn, Taurus. We're all earth signs. So this Mercury retrograde is going to test your patience with your plans and details, Virgo. Instead of fixing everything, though, step back and take a breath. Your self-care tip for November is to declutter your workspace or create a calming ritual corner. Focus on one task at a time, followed by 5 minutes of stillness. So it's like a matter of slowing down, right? And the goddess I got for you this month, Virgo, is Dana, the High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. Your wisdom extends back into the far reaches of ancient times. I always feel this way about Virgos, right? Like they're old souls. You've brought this knowledge forward into your present incarnation to be a way shower so that others may benefit from your experiences. Don't delay in expressing this wisdom, right? So all forms of teaching are great. Whether you want to write, you want to make social media posts, whether you actually want to teach a class. But your self-care tip this month, Virgo, declutter your workspace, probably to bring in more work, more aligning with that teaching side of you, right? And also create a calming space in your home. All right, Libras. Libras. Let's see, I got your card here. Relationships are your mirror this month. You're learning the balance between receiving and giving. Your self-care tip is to practice gratitude journaling for the people in your life and give yourself permission to rest from emotional caretaking. Aromatherapy or yin yoga at night can restore your harmony. So Libras, you guys are like the cosmic givers, I find, in the Zodiacs. You guys are always giving or wanting to please others. So your self-care tip this month is to write down all the things you're grateful for, you know, but also give yourself permission to rest. Your goddess this month is Hathor. Is it Hathor or Hathor? Hathor. She's an Egyptian goddess. She says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give. Guys, can I tell you? I'm telling you this about Libras, and my Libra partner is in the room next to me, and he does not know how to receive. I'm talking about you, babe. He does not. He knows how to give. He's a giver. But like if I try to give him things, he like tries to combat it back with, well, I don't need that. I can do it. And I'm like, no, take it. So Libras, all right, allow yourself to receive. You have a maternal side to you that naturally cares for those in need, yet this must be balanced with receptivity or the flow is blocked. Receiving is the essence of feminine energy, and it means allowing yourself to receive with grace and gratitude. If you feel guilty when asking others for help, or you feel bad about receiving gifts, then you block your feminine energy. Your receptivity is just as natural as your nurturing, giving energy. It allows you to better hear the voice of the angels. When you receive, you have more resources to give to others. So that's a true statement, because a lot of times people feel, I just want to take for the takers, right? But if you're not giving, then your well of what you're drawing from taking, right, will run out. And if you're always giving, then your well of what is coming in for you to receive is going to run out. You have to have balance. So Libras, November, you're focusing on balancing between giving and receiving. All right, let's move to Scorpio. Scorpio, this is your season of renewal and release because it is Scorpio season. I just had my little Scorpio have a birthday recently. Mercury dips into your sign, Scorpio, deepening introspection this month. So your self-care tip for November is to detox your energy. You can smudge your space, take an Epsom salt bath, spend time journaling. And remember, your transformation can and will begin in silence. So obviously you got the card, right? Kali, the goddess Kali, which is release, endings, and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Kali says, I sing praises to those whose hearts accept the universal order, which only appears to be chaotic and ever-changing. In actuality, everything is designed down to the smallest detail to be in perfect operation. The dance of the universe is a happy one, with energy swirling and twirling in a celebration of life itself. Join this dance and enjoy the remarkable journey of the weavings of the story of your life. So, you know, I'm already getting into that reflection mode for the end of the year. I'm journaling more. So I feel with Scorpios, you guys are very, very deep. So you're probably journaling way more than I am. And continue with that, okay? Your self-care tip again is to detox your energy. Do what is necessary to slow down and detox. All right, we have next Sagittarius. With Mars in your sign this month, your drive and enthusiasm return. Woo! But avoid overextending yourself. Your self-care tip is to move daily, yoga, walking, dancing, and then spend 5 minutes in gratitude journaling to ground your fiery energy. Your message comes from Goddess Artemis, and she is the guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Like me, you have a sacred mission to spread love and light, Sagittarius. Yet this isn't a position that comes from tension or worry. Instead, the gentle essence of a joyful heart, enlightened laughter sets your power in motion. Why would there be any tension in your mind unless you believe that you were somehow unsafe? And how could you be unsafe when you've called upon the spiritual warriors to watch over you? Your prayers have activated the flawless protection of heaven. So ease your mind of all cares and concerns and concentrate instead upon your holy mission. Wow. So this is a great card for you guys, Sagittarius. You are free to relax, all right? And trust that everything is working out for your highest good. All right, let's move into Capricorn. I'm going to ring the bell for this because I'm a Capricorn and wait till you see the goddess we got. Capricorn, Uranus in Taurus and Jupiter retrograde brings a re-evaluation of your goals. Slowing down is productive now. Your self-care tip, create a digital detox evening each week. This is so funny because I really started doing this. I literally told my man, I'm not streaming late nights anymore because I just want time to myself to journal, to process, to chill. So Capricorn, journal about your long-term dreams instead of working late. Your goddess, we love her, 2 pieces, is Lakshmi. Lakshmi says, bright future, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine, Capricorn. This is a kind universe and everyone is working in your favor. There are no tests or obstacles in your way except your own projections of fear. Take a moment, hush your mind, quiet it from worries and fears. Feel me brush your brow with a new energy of faith and optimism. Why would you wish darkness upon yourself when light shines all around you? Step into the brightness by lightening your thoughts and feelings. Stop worrying, as this anxiety squelches the goodness that seeks to find you. Clear your heart of fear and replace those energies that ones that will serve you. Received, right, Capricorn? No more words to say. Received. All right, let's move into Aquarius. Aquarius. I got yep. With Uranus stirring your foundations, you may be questioning your routines and your values. So this November, your self-care tip, Aquarius, is simple. Get outdoors to clear your mind. Fresh air resets your nervous system. And you can also try grounding yoga poses like tree or mountain pose while breathing deeply. Your goddess that chose you this month is the goddess Isis. And she is a goddess that talks about past lives. So she says, this situation involves your past life memories. Your roots on this planet are strong, Aquarius, and some of the roots have anchored you in past memories from faraway times. These roots have anchored you so deeply that you're paralyzed when it comes to moving forward. I've called your attention to this condition so that you may unearth and uproot past memories. Sometimes you bury those memories to shield yourself from psychic pain, so you won't remember those awkward moments when life tested you. Reveal those lessons to yourself now. You are a strong sorceress, and move forward with the confidence that you have sage wisdom behind you. Beautiful message for Aquarius. And finally, Pisces. Pisces, Jupiter retrograde heightens emotions for everyone, but it also heightens intuition. And we know you are a very intuitive little fish, right, Pisces? So your self-care tip, water is your healer. Take long showers this month, ocean walks, or visualization meditations where light flows through you. Let your dreams guide you this month. The goddess that clearly chose you, Pisces, is Yamaya. She is the goddess of the ocean. And she says, important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Like the ocean, life moves in waves. Timing is everything. So when an opportunity presents itself, you must dive in at that moment. Everything that you've done to prepare yourself will accompany you. Yet if you hesitate or procrastinate, another opportunity will surely come along just as the tides wash in and out continuously. Like the ocean, life is rich with variety and beauty. Enjoy experiencing its various rhythms and allow all doubts to be washed away. So Pisces, yes, we have heightened emotions this November. We have Mercury retrograde, but you also have heightened intuition. Go to the water, and strengthen your intuition there. Each zodiac sign has its own rhythm of healing, and this month, the universe invites us all to listen closely to what our bodies and spirits need. Remember, guys, self-care isn't selfish, it's sacred alignment. So, if one of these tips resonated with you, try it for a week, share your experience with me on social media. And for those of you watching live, please drop a like on my video. I really appreciate the support. And remember, guys, if you want to get a personalized reading, I do those, all right? You can contact me, and if you would like a discount on the monthly reading, consider joining the Lotus Circle membership club. It's my private mentorship club where you get invited to 8 to 10 events a month, all for the special low price of $22. Just go to my website and you can find the link to sign up. That's all for now. Thank you for joining me for this special Wellness Wednesday Astrology Self-Care Edition. Until next time, may peace, love, and light guide your path, and may you honor your body as your temple and your spirit as your compass. Namaste, guys. I hope you enjoyed my solo thing today.